Arbusto Crower. An artist who never hides anything and always surprises. Arbusto Crower was born in 2021 out of the need to express stories, emotions and thoughts that could not have been done under the real name of its creator. He is an urban and electro-urban music artist with touches of pop, indie and electronic, with a radical yet sophisticated style. Although we can put him within the urban genre, his music is very different from the usual vulgar urban music in which he only talks about sex and money. A fictional character. An alter ego that began as a joke and that today is essential musical food. His first album, Explosion Bonsai, June 2021, is quite a display of a sense of humor and joking, with some dramatic overtones to overcome, although without taking himself too seriously. A debut in a festive and daring way. On the other hand, In Love Is in the Hell, October 2021, his second album, Arbusto Crower shows us a much darker and sinister personality, going so far as to recount deep and painful states of mind in his lyrics, while, from time to time, he shows hope with electronic airs. In his third album, Nephelibida, March 2022, he combines the sense of humor of the first album with the sinister darkness of the second, transmitting conflicting feelings and also denouncing some deplorable behaviors of the human being, but all wrapped in a rhythm and a funny way of expressing. In this third album there is an important collaboration with the artist Gary Wegan. Sleeping Pills, August 2022, their fourth album. Here he delves into the heart and mind in a raw and provocative way, reaching the state where sleeping pills could be a good refuge from the world around us. An album with which he achieved his first #1 in LH magazine with the song of the same name, spending several weeks in that position. Undoubtedly, the most aggressive album of all. By now we were used to both the sense of humor and the depth in the lyrics of Arbusto Crower, who in his fifth album, Pragmasonico, December 2022, talks about heaven and hell, legal and illegal drugs, and the forbidden. With some electronic-style songs that speak to us of the ability to overcome and, in turn, with lived stories among which he shows himself vulnerable, as it is known that Arbusto is an artist who leaves his life in his lyrics. With his heart in his hand comes his sixth album, Rape Polvos, April 2023, in which love is very, very present, and in which he dares with things close to hip-hop that denounce wars, or that they talk about the meaning of life and lovers with a sword. It also approaches pop with the way of feeling loved or with heartbreaking messages, with again the collaboration of Gary Wegan on 2 of the songs. And after 3 years without stopping, his 7th album, Factory of Poems and Delusions, arrives for October 2023, which, although it is already available on YouTube and Bandcamp, will not be released on all platforms until October 20th. With the first single from this album, Mi Destrozeste, he manages to be again at #1 of the top 50 of LH magazine. With this there are already 4 songs that are placed at the top. On the album, Arbusto Crower hooks us with an important novelty with respect to his other albums, whose lyrics were mostly created improvised at the time of recording. But for this 7th album, Arbusto compiles a good handful of his own previously written poems, and turns them into bestial songs in which he covers a very wide spectrum of themes between love and grief, sensations such as the absurd, or some memories of the past that encompass a part of his life, beyond sensationalism and cheap confessions. In this way, we can talk about an artist who knows how to hook the listener and make them reflect, while having fun, with very marked principles. And at times, taking things jokingly, but at the same time with a seriousness and complexity that is difficult to overcome in the world of urban music. Even today's sun has shown that it is capable of firmly and delicately capturing an entire interior and exterior world. And everything that represents a human being. With its strength and its fragility. With their fears and their courage. And love is always present as a source of energy that shakes us and alerts us to the best and the worst of what was, is, and will be, alive. Arbusto Crower. A human being aware of his condition despite being a fictional character. A poet and a shipwrecked. A musical tightrope walker and a warrior who flies from north to south and from south to north. Eating life to pieces, based on effort, perseverance, and ingenuity.